What in the fuck, Tony?
What?
Do Chicago think
price is really too pale.
that they gonna get away with? What the fuck do Chicago think that they gonna get away with handling Angel Reese this way? They ain't gonna get away with it. Cause just like you see, goddammit, all of us in these YouTube streets, in these Twitter streets, in these Instagram streets, in these Facebook streets, in these social media streets, we all, goddammit, Chicago Sky. Cause I was waiting to get to your ass, but I took my goddamn time. You are so disrespectful because you got a disrespectful commissioner representing what the fuck you standing on. And you standing on bullshit. You standing on nothing but thin air at this fucking point. Because you know, you trash can, that Angel Reese puts asses in seats. Bars. I say it again. You trash can of an organization. Angel Reese put asses in seats. Bars. You dirty, 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 filthy organization. You trash can of a goddamn team. If I ever saw one, it was so disrespectful for you to have a top tier player on your goddamn team. You didn't know how to treat her. You didn't know how to accept her. You didn't know how to put her in the places to win. You didn't encourage her. You didn't enthuse her. Yeah, I ain't talking about, yeah, Angel, you're doing good. Yeah, pat on your fucking head. No, I ain't talking about that shit. Hell no. Yeah, you had a whack-ass Barbie night, and the motherfucking United Center did sell out. But somebody had to tell you to do that shit. I'm sure her people was advocating, her agents, her people, her management, her people that's on her team was talking constantly with fucking Nadia Rollinson to do adequate things to let them respond on who the fuck Angel Reese is. Everybody got a congratulations and a big podium stand for them making the All-Star team. And this girl that made it twice, what the fuck did they do? Pictures. Roses. No. That whole stadium should have had press t-shirts. 12,000 press t-shirts when she made the All-Star game as a giveaway. And they should have made it happen when they got the word that Angel Reese was a fucking All-Star. They should have had that shit. It don't take much. You talk to one of the main companies that's here in Chicago, they'll press that shit up in one day. I own my own t-shirt factory. They'll get that shit done in one day because they got multiple machines. I had one. And I got 600 shirts done throughout the night. And I was doing it old school silk screen with a 6 pads, putting that ink on, putting it in the dryer, all that shit. This is like, it's so disgusting. The way that Angel Reese has been handled on the Chicago Sky, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Nah, bro, Claude, you ain't. I know I didn't do it, but I'm in the city where I know that these people should be getting treated better. Angel Reese deserves better. Nadia Rollinson, and Michael Alter, grow the fuck up. Understand what time it is. See, Nadia Robinson, you know, you up in my age group. And Michael Alter is older, so he's part of the 60-70 club. You know what I mean? 60's going on 70 if he ain't 70 already. So you know what the hell in old boy's mind. You know how old boy function, especially here in Chicago. But I'll tell you this. You got no goddamn time, Michael Alter and Nadia Robinson. You either sell that goddamn team, move the hell on, you and the people that you saying y'all a committee of owners that has a team in one of the biggest cities in the goddamn country. The second to the third biggest city in marketing. The second to third biggest city where all money and revenue come in. And the biggest city in melting pot in the middle of the country that everybody comes to from all and both sides. You dirty mother suckers. You dirty snake people. You so goddamn cheap. You go and get the fry guy, the one that washes the floors, the one that wipes the windows, the ones that clean the doors and open the doors. You go get the fry guy. He ain't even graduated to the line of burgers, those who know restaurants, because that's what the fuck they think they running. He haven't even made it to the line yet. He ain't made it to the drive-through window, which is a plus position for those who've been in McDonald's and Burger King and the White Castles and shit, the Whataburgers and all of that shit. He ain't made it over there to even take the cash register on. And you put him as a goddamn GM, a general manager, who was a developmental coach. And you give this motherfucker a GM position? Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? You got to be out of... Listen, I've never seen no diabolical shit like this. Diabolical. They didn't go out and see and get someone that was qualified. Oh, no, because they want to pay peanuts. They want to play with the numbers. This is what we can... this is what we can afford. Don't tell me y'all not doing that shit, because Gabby Williams told what you did with the players and pulling them in a goddamn room and saying, well, we don't have enough money for this. You took a player, a basketball player, a person who signed a contract. You took her in a goddamn room in the other players and said, this is just how much money we have to spend on this. We just want to be open and clear with you guys and what the numbers look like. What type of business people do that type of shit? I beg to differ, Sister Tony. And then you so foul, you so off time, you so damn foul with the shit that you doing. You do it in the open daylight that everybody can see your bullshit.
Yeah.
You didn't privately suspend her, say, hey, Angel, you're going to have to take this suspension. We won't say anything, but, you know, even that would be wrong. But you don't have enough integrity to take your star player. You want to embarrass her. Nigga, shut up and dribble. You gonna do what the hell I say do, because I own you, girl. I own you, boy. I own you. So you gonna do what the hell I say. You have no integrity of being a human at all.
None.
You have no integrity of being a human being at all. But this is what the hell, Tony, Kathy Engelberg goes by, because she's there representing the owners, right?
Right.
She's here to run the corporate things that need to do and commission all the personal and the business aspects of all of the league.
Yep. You said it. You said it.
This is a serious problem that we have in Chicago. I'm so fucking mad, but I'm so glad that Nafisha Collier put it all together. I'm glad that Nafisha Collier came yesterday and dropped a gravel on top of their head. Because this is how Unrivaled treat Angel. They put that on their page. They celebrated her being an all-star.
Yes, they did.
They celebrated her. This is Unrivaled, who celebrated her, who made sure they had photo shoots properly and made sure that their stars look so good. This is Unrivaled. Who put their players in positions to win when they go back to the goddamn W. So Nafisha Collier said, I know how this shit goes. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play with me. I know how this goes, Kathy, and the owners, because I own something. And I own a league. I'm a partner of a league that we have started with now 8 teams. Let me get the money, Sister Tony.
Yep, get the money. Get the money.
Thank you, Lost Outside. I appreciate you so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you're not
Please
subscribed.
subscribe. Please subscribe. We appreciate
I got more
you.
shit in the tank because I ain't done crashing out. Then I'm going to let Sister Tony go. Michael White said, Bro Claude, please don't compare the horror and death and brutality of slavery to women's basketball league. One is the historic stain in America and humanity, and the other is girls bouncing a ball. See, but Michael White is more than that, brother. Michael White, for me being a black man, I don't know if you can feel what I feel. I don't know if you black or white. But me as a black man that's 55 years in this country, everything applies to that. Everything applies to that when you my color. Everything because of the source that's there. So when we go on the jobs, the way someone talk to you, see, that's why I don't work no goddamn job. Because I'm a little Lulu. Because I don't want no man telling me what the fuck I can and can't do. I don't work no job because the last job that I worked and I left in 1999, I did 10 pallets and had them come in 3 stores. And the man told me I ain't doing enough in his store. And I'm the assistant district manager. He told me I ain't do enough, as if he was on my level and as if he was on my pay grade. But that was the way he wanted to talk to me. And I was doing him a favor in his store. And I didn't have to come. I could have stood back. But when he talked to me the way he talked to me, his ass instantly went to the wall. Yes, this was a white man. And his name was Tom. I won't reveal his last name. And I plastered his ass on the wall. No, I didn't get fired because everybody else heard the same thing, what I heard. But I wanted to make sure everybody else heard what I heard, what I said. And I did some things in the Army that I'm not assessed to talk about. But Sister Tony, know I stand for the same thing in the military. Is that right, Sister Tony?
Yep, well spoken. Yep.
I didn't let them say, get away from me, nigga. Move around, boy. They couldn't talk to me like that. I'm kind of loose wired like that. So everything applies to that. So you got to be a man of my integrity. I'm a free man. I don't work for nobody but myself. I don't answer to no one, Michael. I answer to no one when it comes to my business but myself. I answer to get a check or money from no one but myself. I don't know if you living like that. I get mine out the goddamn mud. I don't have a check that's coming to me to feed my children. I feed my children. I feed myself. I feed my household. I take care of myself from me going out in the world and making it happen. So you don't know a man like me. And if you do, they would have already told you something not to make that type of statement to a free man. Because I'm a free man. I could go wherever the hell I want to go. My passport is ready to go stay wherever the hell I want to stay and be there and be that citizen to that government. You goddamn right. So you got to know a little bit more about me. I'm one of the ones that's against the grain. I'm always be a freedom fighter because I believe that we all should be able to be prosperous and have our own businesses and to build our own and to do trade with one another in peace. So I'm a little bit different than what you know because it all applies to us being here 460 years. And these girls, so if they saying that in the league where it is about a girl's dribbling the ball, what do the black girls feel? Huh? Answer me that then. What do the black girls feel like? Because that was a black girl. Huh? Can you speak for her? Do you know what she got going on in her head? Yes, you do. Because she said it. She said humanity. She said human. She said it's more than dribbling the ball, Michael White. She was clear on her words. She said humanity. They're not being treated as humans with empathy and sympathy and understanding and putting them and treating them the right way. It says everybody is not cut out to be a business owner, bro, Claude. Exactly. That's why I'm speaking from my angle, sister. Just let me cook. He said something. So I got to let him know the repercussions of that when he's speaking that type of shit to a free man. See, I'm a free man. And you just can't come no type of way to a man that's free. I go when I want, and I come when I want. And I pick and choose the way I do things. See, you can't handle me like everybody else, Sister Tony. I ain't up here capping. When I do what I do it for you guys. And I speak for you guys. To show you, see that behind me? See, that's my motherfucking workshop. Y'all see where I'm at? I'm in my motherfucking garage. Where Henry Ford worked in his garage. Harley and Davidson worked in their garage. Bill Gates worked in his garage. Amazon was built in their garage. See, you got to understand that I study them to be able to be successful. See, I ain't just talking shit. I'm revealing that shit to you right behind me. You see my workshop? You goddamn right. Don't play with that. Because this is what they want to be. If they sign the contract, they signed the contract. I agree. But the human part is what you got to do. The human part has to be there. Because there is, Kathy say those things to another player is very unprofessional to start with. Then the rest of the BS is egregious. You goddamn right. So, Sister Tony, I'm going to let you cook. But I wanted to put the Unrivaled there as a document that every single team in the WNBA should be functioning like this ball club in this league that has been established by Nafisha Kaya Stewie and her husband and friends. Go ahead, Tony.
Well, I can attest to that. You know, running like that league, I can definitely attest to that, right? Each professional team is going to run it to what they see fit. We can go back as far as the ABL, right? The ABL was around before the W, and the ABL, the way they functioned and they ran the program, it was kind of the same as the W. The W was supposed to be better. But remember, as we continue to move forward, there's always going to be something that's going to be better and something that can get better, even if you're in the midst of something. And I do believe the CBA is going to give them that. It's just that what needs to take place for that to happen is you're going to have voices like Fee. I'm going to keep bringing it back to making a noise, being heard, being a sounding board. Sometimes, you know, speaking up will push and move things along. It's going to happen, and they're going to get it. They just going to have to go through something before they can. And that's what I think most people are having the hard time with. And we are going to go through it's licking your wounds and going through battles and having battle scars and trying to mend those scars the best way you can. But by putting some dang on Neosporin and some ointment on it, and that way that scar would clear so easily that you realize you were cut there, and before you know it, it's gone, right? It's the same thing. The sustain of the ABL and what those ladies accomplished there. It was a smaller league. It was not as big as the W, and then the W grew. As the W continues to grow, the W has to grow in the mindset of making sure that these ladies are getting the things that they need to help them, wanting and having the mind frame of not going outside of the W to seek, as you would call, refuge, right? I'm seeking refuge for the job in which that I want, that I love so dear and hold near and dear to my heart. and I'm playing it with a passion, you have to get that same entity from the W. And it just takes change. And like Fee said, the ownership has to change. It starts from the top. It's never bottom up. It's always top down and then bottom up. It has to start somewhere. It definitely starts from the bottom. But once it starts from the bottom and it rises and you get to this point right here at the pinnacle of where the W is, it has to get better. It has to get greater. And you can't do that when you have the frame of mind as if, well, you just shut up and dribble and do what I say do. Those days are long gone. This isn't slavery. This isn't one of those moments where you say, when I speak, you listen and then you don't respond. It's I speak, you listen, and then we can try to come to a mutual agreement. That is where the world is today. But have you see it?
Hold on, Tony. You said this isn't what? You
You
said
heard what
this
I said.
isn't what?
I'm roasting, man. I'm roasting.
You say this isn't slavery. Is that what you said?
That's exactly what I said.
So
That's exactly
what
what I
would
said.
make Tony say what she's saying is because she's a dark-skinned woman. She's a brown woman who feels it was a part of this history. So when she say this isn't slavery, it's applying to her history of what
Right.
she understands it to be. Go ahead and cook, Tony.
Yeah. So, I mean, just the mentality, period. We got to get the frame of mind different, because if Engelbert has to realize, she has to realize, hey, Kathy, you two are a woman and you're working for man. Not to say if she was working for a woman, it would be that much of a difference. But I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, well, because I'm a woman, I got to listen to you because I'm a man. You know, it's different. And when you're in a relationship, you know, you're seeking something different. And you know what it says, you know, a man and a woman come together, and that woman is going to bow to that man because that man is the head of the household. But this day and age, you don't have that. You know, situations dictate something different. You have a lot of households where the woman is it. And when the woman is it and the woman has to make decisions and stand 10 toes down, regardless, she has to make something shake. And as you make something shake, this is the way of the world. The world is much different than before. This isn't back in those days when we have that. And I think the league is going to get to where it needs to be, but it has to come and start somewhere. And if change don't want to happen, because those are the powers that be that are there, we have to somehow find a way to make them hear. They got to hear these ladies. And it's not just one. It has to be all. Because for one, as I am, it's for all. Because we're playing the same game. We are under the same umbrella. We're seeking the same refuge. We're seeking the same compensation. We're seeking the same through and through. And if in order for that to happen, we have to come together as a whole. And at that point, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Chinese, purple, green, whatever color you are, that nationality doesn't stand. We know what it is because the league is majority one race. But there are other races in this league, and we don't want them to feel like they're left out either. Because as we can sit here and we say we hold a statue for one over the other, all of these women are fighting for the same thing. And this is where you have to come together as a whole. And the business, like I said, if, you know, they allow their CBA to work, and if it doesn't, of course, you're going to see some picket lines or some lockouts until resolution is made. If resolution isn't made, which they will, because it is now a money making business. It is huge. It is applying the men organization to now pay notice. And now that they've paid notice, and they're paying notice in the right way now, not as of last year for what they thought they knew. Now they're watching and seeing what is going on. And so things are there and ready and available to change. We just have to allow it to take place. But sometimes you just have to have a voice. Not having a voice does not allow you to get the things that you want. I would say look at someone that is in the seat of office, but I can't even say that, guys. I can't even say that. And I'm talking about in the highest office of office, but I can't mention that person. I can't say anything about that person because of my job. And that's just the way it is. Life is what it is. And what we have to do is we have to support these women as they're going through these tough times and these battles and support them. We shouldn't be sitting here, oh, they shouldn't say that. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they just need to shut up and dribble. Oh, you know, they should be grateful with the money that they have. If the nation and the country is growing and money is a big entity of it, then you have to not only make sure that they are changing with time financially, you have to make sure that they're changing time with all the amenities. And that's what I have to say on that.
You know, Sister Tony, it's been a struggle for me to know that these people that are owners in this league and the commissioner and all of that, it's really hurtful to see any human being have to struggle in a negative way.
Yeah.
But every negative is positive, right? If you're a human being,
Yeah.
you don't want, if they black or they white, yellow, red, brown, purple, whatever, you don't want a human. And if you're the person of integrity, a person of God, or whatever you believe in, that the morals are straight, you don't want to see a person struggle, suffer, or get wronged. You just don't want to see that. It was a man, real quick. It was a man that was in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Not some kids. Not some kids that's about to tell you about this story. This is some grown-ass men that was drinking alcohol and thinking it was funny. Now, the man that was in the wheelchair, he was drunk also. And he was to the point where he was out of his mind. But these young men just had a few drinks. I'm a young man too at the time. And they pushed this man in the middle of the dang on busy street and thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Not only did I snap right back in to go and get him out the street. This ain't my brother. This ain't my cousin. This ain't my friend. This ain't even somebody that I knew. I know him. I know who his little brother. I got, friendship with the little brother or whatever, but I don't really know him. You got what I'm saying? With
Right.
school, with the little brother. With his little brother. They pushed this man in the street. In the middle of the street.
Yep.
I ran instantly because my mind clicks like that, because I love humanity so much, not just because he was a black man. He was a man that was in a wheelchair. I didn't see no color at the time.
Yeah.
And I ran and got him out the street. I had my friends that was coming. This was on the north side. My friends was coming to meet me there because we were going to the playground. and play some ball, we beat the hell out of them. Because God made all of that click at the same time. My friends just upped in my response. They was there. But they needed their ass whooped for that type of situation. And that man could have got hurt or killed in a wheelchair. Because on some drunk shit, as we say in the hood. Playing around a little bit too much and going too far. So I said that to say, and the man that was in the wheelchair, he was Hispanic. He wasn't a black man, so-called. He was a Hispanic. But I knew his brother and I went to school with him. And it just automatically, because I saw him as a human being, didn't want nothing to happen. So don't try to go to my testimony on this black and white thing. I'm talking about those that's in the chat that's getting misconstrued, because it's definitely a black face and a white face that I'm about to fry right now, Tony. Nadia Rollison is a black woman. She is the chairman of all operations with the Chicago Sky. She is the yes, no, gravel, hammer, and it's done, and it's not to be done. It ends with her. Per all of the investors getting together, she's the head of the chair. Michael Alter is the favorable shareholder in the operation. So yes, he gets to decide yay or nay. So both of these people are in a serious position in Angel Reese's life. Both of these people are responsible of the last 2 years that Angel Reese have been a professional basketball player in the WNBA. They own hand responsible because that's their player that they signed to their franchise, and they had things that they were supposed to do. And she had things that she signed up for. Is that correct?
Yeah.
But this man right here, I ain't got to make it plain to see. This man right here is responsible for the bullshit that is going on right now. Just like Nadia Rollison is responsible, Michael Alter is responsible, Jeff Pagliosha is also responsible for what's going on, and that's him talking to Annie Constable. And this thing that happened with Angel has exploded. And I don't think anybody really want Angel to even stay under these people realm, not even me. I concede. Because of the mistreatment that I could see from the top. Because of the disrespect that's done from the top. Because of what has happened from the top. Jeff P must be fired. And we need a whole new regime. We need them to sell this goddamn team. Because obviously they wasn't ready for the evolvement and the evolution of what the WNBA has now become and becoming.
Yep.
They behind times. And he is also, because he using the good old boy method and running to the reporters and saying things about Angel. And putting her name out there, but talking to others in private. How wrong is that? How disrespectful is that? So I'll let you go, Tony. But I just will say they must act now, act quickly, just like all these other teams you see. Some people did it in a couple of days because they serious organizations that want to get fixed. But Chicago don't want to be fixed. It's always, this is the hardest one. They don't want to get it right. It seems like, allegedly, because this man is not gone. Go ahead, Tony.
Well, this organization, the Sky, that is, we'll see. I'm one of those that I like to sit back and see what's going to take place. The writing definitely is on the wall as to the route they're going to take. But again, being on the outside looking in, I'm curious. I'm still curious until I hear from Angel, right? And Angel hasn't spoken yet. I kind of know what that means in a sense, but I am not her mouthpiece. I can't speak for her in that regards. But I do know that in this situation right here, this guy probably should be fired for sure. Hands down, he has to go. If you want the Sky organization to be better. And it's the same as the WNBA as a whole. What we want for them to be better, we have to look at it, and me, and it's just me. I can't tell you, Bro Claude, how to look at this. I can't tell you all in the chat how to look at this, but from my perspective and mine only, from being on the outside looking in and not truly knowing the exact profound words, but we're kind of gathering and speculating on what we see is going to be the outcome, right? If this organization does not figure out how they're going to handle this situation any better than what they already have, then they need to not speak on this young lady, but make a decision on this young lady and let her live her life, her sports career, wherever that may land. If it's going to be Chicago, he has to go because, as you can see, it's going to be a no-win situation for her. And those that are much more powerful than him, as you can see, Nadir Rollins and her sidekick there, these co-owners, they have to make a decision or they're going to lose more than just her as a player. They're going to lose some investments that they have. They won't be able to finish this facility, which is really not a facility. Like we said before, it looks just like a simple warehouse. It's a stinking warehouse in which they showed us. And as these individuals go and take a look at these doggone facilities, they realize you just showed me trash. However, again, unless I'm in Chicago, I can drive up there. I'm looking at the pictures that they see, but I'm one of those, I got to see this. I want to know what this is. I got to take a look at this. I'm going to take a video of it. I want to make sure that when I put this out, this is what I see, guys. I love what they look at that. See, this is what we see. It's the wall, but what is the outcome, right? All the other teams has shown us what their facility is going to look like inside and out. We have no idea for Chicago. This looks like just simply walls. This could be anything. It does not equate to me that it is a facility until I can actually see the plans. Map out the plans. You broke ground, but where's the plans? Show us what everybody else is showing us. And then it'll be believable. Right now, folks are laughing at you because you only have 3 walls up. I mean, what is it? What is it going to end up being? We don't know. It's crazy that as a city, Bro Claude, you all are unaware of what this women's WNBA facility is going to look like, where you can share it with us who don't live in the city, who's not a part of the city, but are following Angel and the Sky and want the best for them. So That's what I have to say. I mean, if she stays, they're gonna have to be where he's gonna have to go because he's going to torment this young lady. He's gonna torment her. The torment is happening now. He's tormenting her now. Does she care? No, she has a charismatic attitude where she's not letting it bother her and get to her. But behind closed doors, trust me, everybody has feelings. Everybody has emotions. And everybody gets bothered by things like that. To what extent, we don't know for Angel. We know at one point that stuff used to bother her so much she would have to close herself off, close her accounts and then reopen her accounts. That's when we knew that she was really going through something and she was battling things. That doesn't happen anymore. Her accounts are just the way that they are, regardless whether she's going through something or not. Because she's, like she said, she's learned to not let it affect her. And that's when you have a strong woman. Now, in that instance, I'm going to say this, that those type of women are hard. It is hard for women like that to trust and love anybody. And it becomes a problematic thing for them, internally within themselves. And I hope that this doesn't affect her in that light. I just know what I've seen in the past, but hopefully it'll be different. I appreciate you guys for listening to my sentiments, but me personally, I'm gonna have to get myself back to the office.
So appreciate you, Tony.
Absolutely.
And guys, we have a dilemma. We have a dilemma of what it should be and what it is right now. We have a situation where things ain't what is being said, and things ain't the same as it was in the good old days. So y'all let me know who will win the fight against something that deserves justice all around the league and on the Chicago sky itself. You let me know what you think and what should be done. I'll be back after these messages. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get you in some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much needed cash. Use promo code SteadyServe and receive $1,000 bonus in cash. Now that it's football season, follow Steady Serving ENT as I share my picks. Pick players, choose the amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for your partnership with us, and thank you for using the promo code Steady Serving on Underdog Fantasy. Yo, we dropped a load today. We dropped a load. You know, I always it says, bro, Claude, I'm on your side, 70 years living on your side. Yes, sir. Trying to best live and let live. I understand, brother. It says, I wish you love and respect in your struggles. Sorry if I ruined your morning. Hey, man, you ain't ruined my morning, my man. I'm appreciative of everyone. And your comments matter, Mike. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm a human being. Everybody don't think like me. Everyone don't think like me. You will not ruin my morning because you have a perspective. You have a say. You're a human being. And the way you see it, you spoke it. And this is what the Crash Out Room is all about. Be real. Say what you have to say. Hey, man, I know Big Girl and ADP and T. Camilla, Tiffany Nicole, Brian Lewis, Ed Dix, hey, Donna Cox, all my Tulip plays. Hey, the ones that, that's here all the time, they say whatever they want to say. this is a place for you. And if you ain't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Because guess what? It's one love, one purpose. We are all human beings. And we all deserve freedom. And we all deserve to be treated right, whether you're black, white, red, brown, purple, or yellow. Bars from old school. But as always, I leave as I came with another banger.
Brought me here against my will. Never ask questions, shoot to kill. Built this country with our hands. Label me 3/5 of a man. All we've ever known was pain. Mixed with thunder, mixed with rain. Our strength in God's love. New day, new time. We will never be slaves again.
To be free, so take them cuffs off me. I mean mentally and physically. And don't be trying to taser me. My neck don't need your knee. And don't be pulling your gun on me. I don't need your punk degree. I know I'm supposed to be. See, I roll with 10,000 fearless, and we be all believers. We only roll off instructions given by a fearless leader. Man, y'all some cheaters. Your justice ain't gon' free us. Your Billy Club might can beat us, but the Savior came to free us. March on, how long? Never gonna get us nothing. Preach on, how long? My people out here suffering. We better be doing some adjusting. Politics is out here hustling. Gotta keep changing this thing. All my people just didn't die for nothing. We wanna be free. We just gotta be free.
Freedom.
Free. We just gotta go free.
We want freedom.
Free. We just gotta go free.
Freedom.
We wanna be free. We just gotta be free. United we stand, divided we fall. Send a message to the black man, it's the final call. See, business is warfare, y'all, and it's gonna free us all. Time to better hood back, get that bread and buy some more. And when they leave the hood, what you gonna do? Are you gonna beg or plead or pull on through? Gotta spread that money with your crew. I'm spitting true game to you. Gotta get that sack, never look back, cause where I came for you. We wanna be free. We just gotta be free.
Freedom.
We wanna be free. We just gotta go free.
We want freedom.
We wanna be free. We just gotta go free.
Freedom.
We wanna be free. We just gotta go free.
We want freedom. Brought me here against my will. Freedom. Never ask questions, shoot to kill. We want freedom. Built this country with our hands.